loss of it has to be a bit of a front to back.
Yeah.
Against a Leomord high loss, there's not a lot of ways for them to escape from a dive.
Is this Boxia black?
It can be, but
Against a... I think it's gonna be a glue or something, right?
Okay, good work.
Oh, good call. Good call. So it turns out the Yuzhong will be for BTR by Vitality instead of for Onic. I like that. And Shogun, I think he made some plays.
Lapu again.
Oh, this is like the old school TikTok matchup right here. The Yuzhong and Lapu Lapu. Good.
The Lapu into the glue, by the way. He's gonna be healing so much. It's gonna be ridiculous.
So, quick predictions. BTR Onic.
I think it's one of the ones that are actually a bit more even.
Feels the most 50-50 out of all of them, to be honest.
But I think Onic has an edge here, though.
For me, I like the E from Morenooo.
All right. So one for BTR,
I think my pick would be for Onic.
one for Onic.
But it's
Pure
still
50-50.
very close.
Still, ladies and gentlemen, we hyped the previous game up, and the fact of the matter is we are still at championship point. Can Onic push through? We're throwing it over to our casters.
When their backs were against the wall, the Kings finally struck back. And for the first time tonight, Onic reminded everyone why dynasties are so hard to kill. But the mission for Bigatron remains unchanged. The resistance is still breathing, and slowly will they occupy the walls of the Velodrome. Championship point still, but this is it. Onic against Bigatron by Vitality.
Here we go. Into the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Onic going for the signature Hylos and Jusin. This is like their bread and butter, dude. In this meta, at least, you know. I like the fact that Cho and the Khalid got banned out. But yeah, Chevin called him, man. This Yuzhong, Lapu Lapu, TikTok, 1v1 type of deal. It's all about mechanics in the XP lane at this point, right? Who's gonna win, the Yuzhong or the Lapu Lapu? In those TikTok edits, Chevin, did the Yuzhong win or the Lapu Lapu win usually?
Waiting for his answer. We can't really hear him, but yeah. The classic matchup. It's all about skill. You know, the players using each hero obviously will win out, but Mon will wait. But that's why the Art of Thievery is very good to last hit that Gold Crab. The Glue and the Yeve up against the Hylos and the Jusin. The Glue super good up against the Hylos because like the Hylos will always walk up close first in the team fight, and Glue really wants to stick to the Hylos. Another battle, you know, the classic gold lane league side. But here we go, BDF.
Yep. Dragon coming down now onto Kai. Petri as well. Kai gonna be caught in the RWM. Shogun's just taking him out. Onic forced a fight that was just not favorable for them. And now Sans walking up again. Looks like he's gonna be trying to go for the Bravest Fighter. He still has it. He jumps on the Shogun who doesn't have anything, but now it's gonna be Shogun trying to get the DOT. Gets it in time, but he gets stunned up. And in the end, it's Morenooo who gets the kill. And it's Bigatron with a big win early.
It's disastrous for Onic. They were trying to hold on to the turtle. They were trying to get that objective, but everyone was so far away from one another. And now, Bigatron by Vitality, they have an advantage. A kill towards Shogun and Morenooo as well. And look at that, Shogun munching on the plates of that bottom side turret. Kyrie a bit behind, but in terms of level, he is still on par with Nile. Wings again, movement speed, extra shield, and the damage too. And now again, the turtle. Will Onic be able to defend this? They're going to play in cycles again. Mlbb is going to come by. Aman has the SOD to respond to potential 4v5.
That's quite big. Shogun shows up top. Finn's going to try to go on Mlbb now as he's going to have to take, I think, a stun from Finn. He's trying to jump in now. Nile as well. Black Dragon Form coming down as Nile's going to go in, and that's going to be the RWM. And Kai mounted on, thrown back. Mlbb going for the damage, but it's just not enough right now as BTR are too tanky. Spear of Misery from Iman. Shogun tearing them apart as the red tree comes through, and Iman's going to go for the kill on Mlbb.
Mlbb shoved back. It was Iman saving Morenooo with that Spear of Misery, and Bigatron by Vitality. They pulverize Onic. The Sky Kings, completely clueless in most of the team fights. They are lost. And the early game from Bigatron arrives in the nick of time.
Realize, I don't know. Last game was so clean because they understood.
Don't even think about damage. Lupi.
Oh, Shield Unity petrifying the Furious dive into the Dragon now. Pops into Poissons. Onic collapse on him, but I don't even think this is a good idea. The whole team's coming down. If they can survive for just a more, oh, they do! Beating with the slam and the pass, and now the Mount Down is asking for the mobilization! Shogun and Nile against the Sky Kings! And they beat them straight up!
Onic collapse again. They're forcing their hand way too early. Morenooo against Sans. Will it be a kill?
No, it won't.
No, hold up.
There's a flicker, Morenooo! The Maestro, stunned up by Lutpi, denied him a kill!
Morenooo!
But he dodges Lutpi's blade! One last shot in there,
Oh!
he's gonna go over the mount, and now it's Lutpi baited in by the Maestro! He's able to flick around the safety, now the glorious pathway coming down, and Shogun to be confident, lazy to weapon. Shogun is able to turn things around for a bit, and Mine gonna go for the 3 hits. Been stunned by the Law and Order. Kyrie on the steed.
Wow, that was so quick. Morenooo, fleet footwork showing it again, just moving around left and right, dodging the blades, and then came in the backup. But it was far too gone. At least they were able to shut down Shogun.
The Sky Kings out until they're truly out. Sansa comes in beacon, bring it Finn back. Now it's gonna be Finn Tater targeted down, but he is able to find a mount on the boy. That's the full damage on Lutpi. Gets the Spear of Ezreal! And an SOD! That's Shogun!
He's gonna fall to Shogun too! Megatron by Vitality! Turn the pages! And now the castle walls are breached! Slowly but surely!
If you're attempting a coup, you have to go for the throat. Eman and Shogun, they did just that. Now it's a 7,000 gold lead for Bigatron, and the dynasty of Onic is on its last legs.
Bigatron has always been the kryptonite for Onic, but tonight they seem so close to reaching out and have a taste on what glory feels like. Onic, will that kryptonite come down and haunt them once more? This Lord is uncontestable, and the Resistance lives on. That Lord secured by Bigatron.
Oh God.
They're looking for something. Their Finn very gladly stands tall. That's the glue, mind you. And with this lead, with this potential, there is no way Bigatron can throw this.
Eman's gonna go on the turret. San's putting the light on him. Bigatron's gotta remember, this is still the Sky Kings they're up against. Even now, there's always a chance. The real-time victory rate.
Poke back Onic without having to expend any valuable resource. That Moskov is gonna hit like a truck. They're marching on the base.
The Dragon coming down. The walls are crumbling. Slowly but surely. Look at the piercing damage again. Now gonna be lifted up, but he's still able to pop in and turn his book Sans for a bit. Onic defend. Just a base turret taken by Bigatron, as that's the nature for Eman. A big power spike. There is very little magic damage from Onic. One of the ways they could come back in this game was through a miraculous Kelra Kyrie dive, maybe a Lutpi dive, but now with the Wind of Nature, it seems like they have neutralized that threat.
Yep. Still holding on. Chastise for Shogun. What's gonna be the win con now for Onic? It's way too...
Face of the man who's been doubted by thousands on your screen, Theo Nile.
Yep. Holds his breath deeply. But it's gonna be another siege. Onic can't contest this, like you said. It's gonna be sudden death. It's gonna be sure death if they contest this. They're just caged in their own empire, a crumbling one.
In their own castle walls, in the drome that is known as home for Onic. We saw that in the TIFO. We saw that confidence from the fans, from the org, from the coaching staff, and from the players. But the Maestro will take the purple buff, conducting the jungle camps of Onic to move for him.
Now look at the believers, the ones that has joined the Resistance, believe in the movement, and Bigatron by Vitality. It is now or never. The Lord will come marching in. Up top, down bottom, still intact, but they go for the conceal play.
Straight in the bottom lane, gonna go for Kai! He's dead, the Sky King has fallen! The walls are crumbling! The throne is burning! Onic have dealt with the Lord. Don's gonna be poked down by Morenooo. No RBM, but the Dragon comes around as the P comes in again. But that's gonna be Eman, piercing him down. That's the Mount down as the P goes out! A full fight onto Kelra. With a blazing duet, able to survive right now. As Sans goes in again. He pulls Shogun back.
Another minute.
Morenooo takes him out. 8 years ago, the Red Robots entered this league with a dream. And for 8 long years, that dream was buried beneath heartbreak. Third places, near misses, collapsed runs, and a name they could never escape. They returned to the workshop again, and again, reforging the steel, rewiring the circuitry, waiting for the day it would finally be complete. And today is that day!
For years, this arena echoed with the same story. The same colors, the same rulers, the same champions. But every fortress has a day when the gates are finally opened. And tonight, the Velodrome tells a different tale. A tale of patience. Of a team that waited years for a moment that will last forever. Thrones are not given. They are earned through sacrifice, through heartbreak, through the courage that keeps going when the story refuses to reward you. Tonight, they occupy the empire, the dynasty. For a brief moment meets the resistance. And for now it ends. After years of searching for a seat at the table, Megatron have not merely joined the kings, they have become the kings.
The Maestro Morenooo from season 10. Aman season 13. Shogun season 16. With Nael. And Finn the Human, who's been entrusted all the way from season 13, but had never seen stage play, was only on the bench up until they finally trusted him last season, a whole entire season. Nael, the scapegoat, always blame K-Dot, the man from MDL, Erpang, coach, goddamn Panda.
Everyone, a part of the machinery that refuses to fall when everyone doubts them, that refuses to surrender when they get dismantled. And for once, the Sky Kings, after so long being up in the clouds, they get a taste of what it feels like to stand deep underground. Immortal no more. They'll have to fight back next season.
We have crowned our King Phoenix.
Wow, Onic returning again to the place they call home, the place they call their empire, where the dynasty has been carved for years. 100% win rate in the sacred arena. Bigatron committed sacrilege right in the grounds where the Sky Kings rest. And now they rest for good. Because Bigatron are back.
The Red Robots stand upon the ruins of the greatest empire Indonesia has ever seen.
Look at that silverware.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bigatron by Vitality are champions!
champions. Finally. Now they can open that cabinet they've been waiting to fill with the silverware. They are your King Phoenix of MPLID Season 17. But that is it from us, from Realize, and from Mirko. And for Mirko, it's a thirst finally quenched.
A thirst for 10 whole seasons. Thank you, my goats. That's why you're my goats.
And we'll throw it over to our hosts, Bude and Sabila. Take it away.
Panjang mereka akhirnya Bigetron by Vitality berhasil mendapatkan gelar King Phoenix. Perjalanan yang begitu panjang tentunya akan langsung kita panggil Ibu Gloria Pamela selaku wakil ketua bidang kompetisi PBSI untuk menyerahkan medal untuk sang pemenang di season 17. Kepada Ibu kami persilakan dan juga kepada Bapak Julius Si selaku CEO Very Games untuk dapat naik ke atas panggung dan juga memberikan ring kepada pemenang kita yaitu Bigetron by Vitality. Momen yang telah mereka nantikan berseason-season, bahkan bertahun-tahun, bukan hanya menjadi grand finalis, namun kali ini mereka yang mendapatkan medali untuk kemenangan yang mereka benar-benar perjuangkan. Yes, perjalanan mereka di regular season mungkin tidak begitu mulus, tapi akhirnya mereka berhasil untuk jadi pemenang di MPL Indonesia Season 17. Kemenangan yang tentunya akan menandakan sejarah baru bagi MPL Indonesia, khususnya di Jakarta International Velodrome. Karena pada akhirnya venue ini mendapatkan juara terbaru. Dimana kita melihat sekarang para player yang sudah memakai medal dan juga menggunakan cincin kemenangan, membuat mereka tersadar bahwa mereka lah pemenang untuk di season 17 dan menjadi sejarah baru di Jakarta International Velodrome. Medali pertama, cincin pertama, title pertama untuk Bigetron di MPL Indonesia. Mari kita abadikan momen ini bersama dengan Ibu Gloria dan juga Bapak Julius. Boleh satu ke tengah pamerkan, tunjukkan kepada dunia bahwa Bigetron by Vitality mereka berhasil untuk mendapatkannya. Senyum bahagia, jari yang begitu gemerlap, ditambah medali yang terlihat asik di diri Bigetron by Vitality. Yes, betul sekali kita bisa melihat pastinya tim dari Bigetron by Vitality sudah menunjukkan medal dan juga cincinnya. Namun pastinya kami mengucapkan kepada Ibu Gloria dan juga Bapak Julius untuk dapat kembali ke tempat dan kami turut mengundang kepada Bapak Sergio Tigo Alus selaku Infinix Sea Marketing Director untuk dapat memberikan hadiah Infinix Phone GT40 Pro and Giant Check kepada Bigetron by Vitality. Banyak sekali yang akan mereka dapatkan, tapi tentu saja Bapak Sergio udah dinantikan. Ini dia, satu persatu akan mendapatkan Infinix GT50 Pro. Wow, bisa makin jago lagi untuk mempersiapkan diri menuju MSC at EWC. Ya, betul sekali, sekarang kita akan sedang melihat bahwa satu persatu sudah mulai memegang dari Infinix GT50 Pro. Dan sesaat lagi nantinya kita akan melihat adanya Giant Check yang akan langsung diberikan kepada champion kita hari ini, kepada King Phoenix kita untuk diambil Indonesia Season 17. Banyak sekali yang akan mereka dapatkan karena mereka benar-benar sudah memberikan segalanya untuk momen ini. Perjuangan serta berhari-hari, berseason-season, mungkin mereka telah menantikan momen ini. Yap, dan sekarang dipersilahkan untuk dapat diberikan giant check kepada pemenang kita, yaitu Bigetron by Vitality. Lalu kita akan berfoto bersama untuk dapat mengabadikan momen yang luar biasa pada malam hari ini. Jangan lupa siapkan gaya terbaiknya. Tunjukkan pada Super Friends dimanapun mereka berada bahwa inilah The New King Phoenix. Title terbaru didapatkan oleh tim Bigetron by Vitality. The New King Phoenix. Title yang mereka dapatkan dengan penuh keyakinan dan juga penuh perjuangan. Di mana kita bersama-sama melihat perjalanan mereka, perjuangan mereka dari regular season sampai dengan di malam ini. Kami ucapkan terima kasih dan selanjutnya semuanya pasti bertanya-tanya dari Best of 7 ini yang hanya dimainkan 5 game saja. Siapakah yang akan menjadi Final MVP? Siapakah ya? Siapa ya kira-kira? Bikin Troopers siapa? Inilah dia, Final MVP dari Bigetron by Vitality. Morenooo the Maestro, sang kapten berseason-season yang membela Bigetron by Vitality. Saat ini selain mendapatkan title terbaru, rupanya ia juga merebut gelar Final MVP. Yes, di mana perjuangan yang luar biasa sekali dari Morenooo. Tapi kita akan mengundang kepada Ibu Vina Julita selaku Infinix Indonesia PR and Social Media Manager untuk dapat memberikan Infinix Trophy, device dan juga giant check kepada final MVP kita, Morenooo. Morenooo. Kali ini di season 17, semua mata tertuju pada Morenooo. Satu mid laner yang terlihat begitu berbeda. Dia mendapatkan final MVP dari performa yang luar biasa, performa yang apik dan mekanik yang apik. Memberikan kejutan yang luar biasa di playoff stage dan Morenooo berhasil mendapatkan gelar final MVP di Ambil Indonesia Season 17. Sang kapten, The Maestro, Morenooo. Boleh kasih tepuk tangannya dari semua super fans Morenooo. Baik, terima kasih banyak kepada Ibu Vina Julita. Kami persilakan untuk dapat kembali ke tempat duduknya. Terima kasih banyak Ibu. Benar, tapi Morenooo di tengah dulu karena semua orang ingin mendengar suara dari sang final MVP.
Halo. Terima kasih Tuhan. Terima kasih teammate yang udah selalu ngedukung gua selama ini, keluarga gua, pasangan gua. Supposed to be-nya gua double MVP, but gua gak terlalu peduli lah. Akhirnya gua bisa buktiin, ini MVP pertama gua. Let's go!
Let's go! Sudah langsung ya, gak sabar ya? MSN IWC.
Karena kita sama-sama udah gak sabar buat ke Paris, jadi Panjo!
Luar biasa sekali dan sekarang teman-teman Bigetron by Vitality boleh mendekat ke area trofi dan nantinya akan diangkat bersama-sama untuk trofinya. Oke teman-teman Bigetron by Vitality ready, boleh ke arah trofinya, ke arah piala kalian. Nantinya akan diangkat bersama.